What up again? Another day, another show. Your man, Gypsy Hussle, back in the building, aka the Happy Hatter, aka Mr. Make You Smile. All right, back in the building. Back with some more of my opinions, of course. Got another hat for you, the Happy Hatter. Hey, the Jets, an old school Jets hat. This is an old school Jets hat that I had in the closet. Like I told you, I collect hats, so ain't no telling what kind of hat that I might have on. I got some other ones. I got a bunch of old hats. I'm just going through my hats. I'm trying to wear a different one every show, or I will wear a different one every show. All right. How's everybody doing? Hopefully they're good. Shout out to those who watch. I got 7 loyal watchers all the time. Whoever you are, appreciate you, man. Um, got 44 subscribers. That's great. I didn't expect any. I'm just doing this thing for fun. Um, and I'm having a good time doing it. Getting better at it. I feel like I'm getting better. Uh, like I said, taking suggestions. I took some suggestions from my man Chivas, and I think I've been doing those. Chivas, hey, leave it in the comments if you're watching. Let me know if I've been doing it. All right, I took your suggestion and I've been doing it. All right. So now let's get right into it. All right. So Dak Prescott turned down 30 million. I guess he feels like he's worth 40 million. And my opinion is, look, I'm not gonna tell that man, you got to get your worth. I was watching something on Netflix, and the guy said he wanted to make sure everybody got their worth. The Black Godfather. If you get a chance, check out the Black Godfather. Great Netflix show. But I can't tell that man. I guess he been reading that the Cowboys are the richest franchise, worth 5 billion or whatever. So he won his money. I can't say, I'm not gonna count that man's money. I'm not gonna tell that man how to live. So Dak, if you feel like you're worth 40 million, yo, go get it. I mean, the numbers that I saw, they compared his numbers to Carson Wentz, and I believe Carson Wentz may make more than him. I don't exactly know the salary, but the numbers are comparable. Well, Dak's numbers were better percentage wise. I mean, Dak is not the guy. I mean, you don't look at him and think like, you know, Tom Brady or nothing, but Dak is still a good player. And I'm not a Dak Prescott fan. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Dak Prescott as a player. But get your money. I kind of don't like him for what his stance on the anthem thing and how he had so much to say about Colin Kaepernick. I don't like that either. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, let's be professional here. Hey, Dak, get your money. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel like. But yeah, it's coming from a person that don't like him. I don't know him, never met him. Not saying I don't like him personally, but I just don't like his stance. I don't agree with his stance and what he said about, Colin Kaepernick and how he's standing for the flag and all this crazy stuff when it never was about the flag, Dak. You know what I'm saying? You get your card pulled soon. But back on subject, get your money, Dak. I'm with you. I'm with you on that end. All right. Next thing, Antonio Brown. Yo, what's wrong with this cat, man? This cat is nuts, man. But there's a helmet controversy. He wants to wear his helmet that he had, the same helmet that he had, the same style that he had in Pittsburgh, but it's been outlawed by the league. My personal opinion, yo, Antonio, if the Golden Boy changed his helmet, you have to change yours. Tom Brady changed his helmet. So Tom Brady said, this is a helmet that I wore in 4 Super Bowls or 5 Super Bowls, whatever it is. And I had to change it, I did it. That's what the league wanted. That's what I did. This coming from Tom Brady, the Golden Boy. All right. I mean, he's had his own controversies before, with the football thing, but from what I understand, everybody does. Every quarterback likes the ball a certain way. So, I'm a Tom Brady guy. I've been a Tom Brady guy since he was at Michigan. I thought Tom Brady was pretty good. But if Tom Brady changed his helmet, Antonio Brown, you got to change your helmet. You talking about you going to retire from football and give up 30 million? No, you not. You ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? You would be a bigger fool to do that. So just change the helmet, man. Go out there and play. The helmet don't make you. Your work ethic makes you. The stuff that I see you doing, at least on the video, that's what makes you. The helmet don't make you, buddy. So change the helmet, keep it moving. All right. Next thing, the NBA released their schedule. Monday. On Monday, released the schedules on Monday. Um, you know, hey, great thing. The thing that I know a lot of old timers are going to trip on, is less back to backs. You know what I'm saying? So now, if you have less back to backs, you got less back to backs. So where is the load management come in? You know what I'm saying? If you got less back to backs, now I played in the NBA when we had 4 games in 5 nights several times during the year. You know what I'm saying? There's some NBA cats out there can tell you. That was tough. Even with the charter flights, that was tough. And I was in the NBA, 1989, 1990 was my rookie year. We were taking commercial flights and would have 4 games in 5 nights. Sometimes we would fly the day of the game and have to play. So, now, the NBA has lightened it up. These guys make a lot more money than we made. And it seems like it's a lot easier because they don't even do two-a-days. Like we used to do at least every team I was on, and I was on 12 different teams in 13 years. Every team that I was on did at least 5 days of two-a-days, at least 5. Now, some teams went to the extreme. Well, it wasn't really extreme, but, we did it. 7 days of two-a-days, and usually you played an exhibition game within the first 5 days. So usually you got 5 days of two-a-days. Exhibition season started, and then you wouldn't have any more two-a-days. You know what I'm saying? So, but then there were a couple teams that even when the exhibition season started, we still had two-a-days. So that was still considered training camp, and you played 8 exhibition games or preseason games, or whatever you want to call it. But the players today, y'all better appreciate where you're at, man, because you're making a lot more money. And I always hear these guys talking about grinding. They grinding, and I'm gonna talk about this on my IG as well. I normally don't talk about the same things on the YouTube and the IG, but I'm gonna bring this to the IG too, because I got some guys that check out the IG and not the YouTube. All right. But, guys, they talk about you grinding, the load management thing got to cut it. You got to cut that out now. If back in the day, how we used to do it, like Allen Iverson said, we talking about practice. As far as load management went, if we had a guy, I can remember there were times when, Rudy made Dream take it light at practice. Mark Price, when I was in Cleveland, he didn't practice as much, because they wanted him for the games. The fans pay a lot of money to see these games. They want to see you play. When they out here selling these packages at these certain games, like I go to Charlotte and to a game, you got the you're gonna have the Lakers, the Pelicans, and maybe the Wizards in a package. You got to buy this package and you get a deal on this package. Now, you buy that package. What if that's LeBron James load management night? You know what I'm saying? What if that's Zion Williams load management night? And you're going to be mad. You don't want that. So with the less back-to-backs, you got to cut that load management is all I'm saying. So I don't want to hit a load management thing, and I'm for the guys. I'm for the guys. Like I said, the more money they make, the better for me. And my retirement. So I'm cheering for the guys. All right. Now, next thing. All right. So that's that, right? So next thing. I think it's amazing how the NBA stays in the conversation. Like even in the off season, the NBA, you talking about, this is football season about to come up. You know what I'm saying? We're in, baseball season about to come into the play. They're talking about the wild cards now. But the NBA like dominates the conversation, man. As a former NBA guy, I'm proud of that. I love that. But I'm like, how does the NBA do it? The whole summer was about the summer league. You know what I'm saying? And that's primetime baseball. And we still talking about the NBA. The NBA, up at the finals end in June, July. You're still talking about the NBA, the free agency. NBA free agency goes on. After the free agency, now you got the schedule release. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the NBA is going to start a week earlier. So, I think that Adam Silver has done a great job, or whoever's marketing the NBA is doing a great job of keeping the NBA relevant, keeping the NBA on people's minds, keeping the NBA in the media. I mean, the NBA does a great job of it, and I don't know the other major sports. Like, you don't even hear nothing about hockey. You don't hear nothing about hockey. You know, baseball, I mean, you hear about baseball because it's their season. You're hearing about football because it's preseason, but it ain't even close to preseason. Well, it's sort of close to preseason in the NBA. It'll start next month probably, but I just got to get NBA props for staying in the ears and on the screen for the people. All right, now part of my show that I do. Shout out to Dan Levitot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he can't go on ESPN. They scolded him for talking about, being political. But like I said, politics is in everything. Politics is in sports. Politics is in everything. So my Dan Levitot part of the show. Check it out. So now Donald Trump making these baseless claims that the Clintons had Epstein killed in prison. You know what I'm saying? Now, if anybody I was going to think had the dude removed or killed or whatever, it would be Donald Trump, because Donald Trump used to kick it with him. I'm sure that the Clintons used to kick it with him too. Well, Bill did, and I'm sure this guy has plenty of dirt on everybody. It's some big dudes that he can bring down. Now, Bill Barr has ticked me off because he trying to act like he's so upset and how appalled he is and this, that, and the other. Bill Barr, miss me. Please miss me with that. You got on, like I said yesterday, you got on TV and just pulled your pants down and gave people your butt the kiss when they were they had you and pulled you in front asking you about Trump. So don't give me this about how upset you are. We not buying it. We're not buying it. So if anything, I think you are connected to it, because they say that, or where I read that Bill's Barr father gave Epstein his first job. So there's a connection there. So and one thing you notice, man, those guys take care of each other. When they look like one another, they take care of one another. And you know what I mean by that. If you don't know what I mean, I can't help you with it. But those guys take care of one another that look like one another. And, there are conspiracy theories about the Epstein cat chilling in the Galapagos Islands, which, there are going to be those conspiracy theories, because I want to see the body. I ain't seen the body. So I'm a conspiracy guy, and I ain't seen the body yet. So if I don't see the body, and then there's a theory where someone wrote anonymously that, some van pulled up that they didn't put in the log, took Epstein away, and how they think they switched the body. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, bottom line, man, and I'm just going to keep it 100 or keep it a buck, or however you want to say it, however they say it now. Donald Trump ain't nothing but a gangster, man. He's straight up he's a modern day Al Capone, B. That's all he is. He is a gangster. He gonna do what he want to do. He say what he want to say. He don't care how nobody feel. And probably the only thing that I like about him is that he says what he says, and like, yo, I said it, and I said it, and what you gonna do? Or I did it. Yeah, I did it. Okay, and what you gonna do? That's probably the only thing I like about him. Only thing, but as far as the dude, the resident, I call him the resident of the White House. He's the resident of the White House. He's not the P word, not that P word anyway. And it's really crazy. But as people, we need to stick together and make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure what's around you is good. Make sure what's around you is positive. If you don't have people that are lifting you up, you don't need to be around them. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's it from me, man. So I wanted to drop this this episode. And, hey, like I said, stand for something or fall for everything. Be good, be nice. It don't cost a dime. Just be nice. It's easy. Make somebody smile. You know what I'm saying? So have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. All right? Peace.